I'm Blaze. I work on the Pit Stop Pro team as a developer and industry consultant. I worked for 5+ years in the automotive industry at my family's business in Clover, South Carolina. So I know about a lot about the niche that we worked on for our app. I contributed to a lot of the features and identifying problems in the industry we could target with our application.
My name is Dana Angelides. I'm a developer and also the lead project manager of our application. I am from Greenville, South Carolina, and I'm interested in working on cybersecurity. For our team, I manage the team and I got everybody together.
Hello, my name is Thomas Ferguson. I'm a developer and business manager for our team. I work here at the university in one of the robotics lab under one of the research professors. I'm interested in working in robotics in the future.
My name's Will Columbia. I was a developer and data specialist for the Pit Stop Pro team. I was mostly responsible for the database design and database implementation, as well as application automation and security.
Okay, so during my time in the automotive industry, I noticed that a lot of things were very segmented and inefficient in the way things are done. A lot of shops are run in old school ways. They're run by hands-on people who aren't very tech savvy. They don't have a lot of experience with the internet or advanced applications. So the goal with Pit Stop Pro was to take a lot of those problems and inefficient processes that we saw in the industry and combine them all into an all-encompassing application that would be easy to use, even for people who aren't particularly familiar with web apps or technology in general, and could streamline their business and let them focus on the things that are important, like their customers, the vehicles in their shop management, keeping their tax information and payment info in order, those kind of things.
So some of the technology we used in this app was Django framework, and most of the technology used in the app is within the app itself, and we didn't have to really use anything outside of Django to implement everything. One thing that we did have to use was a messaging API to be able to message clients. However, that does not work now because of a free trial running out, and from then we would have to pay for the service, and we decided that it was best for us not to pay for the service given the circumstance of this class.
So for our deployment, we used Railway, and Railway was actually very convenient because there's a built-in way for Django and Railway to interact. So it was a very easy process. We followed a guide that was provided by Railway for Django projects, and the whole process was just very easy, very smooth, and it worked out great for us.
My name is Blaze Moses, and I'm going to demo a couple little features of our app. I'm going to make an account as if I am setting it up for my business back home. So we're going to go my name, and then we're going to add our business name, which is Melton's Home and Auto. We'll add an email, phone number, and then we're going to make a password. Let's see, we need 8 characters. We need it to contain 1 uppercase letter and at least 1 number. So we can do that. Go ahead and create that. Now we're directed to login. Enter the email we just used, our password, and this should get us into the app. Okay, now we're into the app. Now if we go to log out, we should see our account. That's me. Our business email's there, so we're logged in. And let's say I want to make a quote. I have a customer in shop and I need to make a quick quote to give them a rough price. We'll say their name is John Doe. We'll say they drive a 2002 Toyota Camry and their brakes are squeaky. Now, I know that my business back home charges a flat rate of $40 an hour, and we usually charge about an hour and a half per axle for disc brakes. 2002 Camry would have disc brakes all the way around, so we're going to double that. We're going to say brakes front plus rear at a rate of $40 an hour, and now we also need to add 2 front rotors. And since we're already taking the brake system apart, we're going to give them a discount, and we're going to go an hour for both front rotor replace. We're also going to use our flat rate of $40 an hour. And we'll add our parts. So front disc brake pads, 1, and $34.99 is our selling price. And we'll also add our rear disc brake pads. And those are actually a little bit more. Those will be $44.99. And then we'll add our front rotors. We need 2, 1 for each side. And we're selling those $45 flat a piece. And now, if I quote, I have my customer, the vehicle, the diagnosis, and I have the total labor, the total parts cost, and a total estimate. And now I can quickly show this to my customer, give them a rough idea of what they can expect from a job with me, and we can go ahead and get them in the system. Should I need to, I can now go and log out, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to pass you over to my teammates.
Okay, so my name's Will Columbia, and today I'm going to be showing you the calendar, inventory, and jobs functionality of our app. Starting with the calendar, we look and we see we have a bunch of different events here. Mr. Adams has an appointment. Mr. Clemens is dropping off his vehicle. I got to order a new shipment of filters. We go to next month and we see that we already have some stuff there. So let's go back and let's go ahead and create a new event. So Mr. Gage is going to be dropping off his vehicle for an oil change. Just go ahead and put that in. He is going to be doing that on the 30th at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m., excuse me. And then that should be returned to him next month on the 3rd. We'll say at 5 p.m. So let's go ahead and submit it there. And now we see Mr. Gates' drop off is right there. And now if I wanted to, I can come in here and edit any information and even change the date, the times, all sorts of things. Moving on to the inventory, we already have a lot of inventory. It's classified by its ID, the type, the quantity, the price, the brand name, and the description. We can add an inventory with stock number, quantity, description, type, part name, etc. If we go back, I can now edit this single inventory and change anything I want to, like the description. Go ahead and change it to this. And now once I submit, we see that it's been changed. Moving on to jobs. We already have a bunch of jobs here. Each job has all sorts of specific information tied to it. We can go ahead and create a new job. We have a list of all our clients that we've had here, along with a list of all the vehicles we've ever had come in. We can also add a client, and then we can also, add a vehicle if needed. And we'll go ahead and create a job. We'll say I'm bringing my truck in for an oil change. I can assign an employee to be working on that specific job. So I'm going to assign Blaze to that job. Any parts that I might need for the oil change, I'm going to need this fluids, and the number of parts we're going to use is just 1. So we can now create the job. And as we can see here, if we come here, the inventory is modified based on the amount of parts that you're using for a job. So this quantity was 131, now it's 130, and I will let Denai explain the invoices.
So in order to create a new invoice, we would have to create a job for it. And any job that has been created will automatically create an invoice. And they will all be presented here for the shop owner's viewing. Okay. Another cool feature that we added was customer rewards. So how this works is it counts up how many visits each customer has had and will rack up rewards for them so that next time they visit, they can get a discount or rewards based on how the shop system works. And then, of course, there's also tech support. So in case that we need to be contacted, if there's anything going wrong with the software, we have a phone number, an email, and an address to which they can contact us, and we can solve any issues on the go.
Hello, my name is Thomas Ferguson, and I will be showing you the, first of all, employees section of our application. So here we can click employees, and it will take you to a page that will display all of your current employees. And we will also be able to add employees. So here, let's say we have a new employee named Jeff. His email is jeff@gmail.com, and he's a mechanic. Once we click Add Employee, we will add the employee below the other one, the last one. We can also edit this employee. So let's say we want to rename him to Thomas. And maybe I got the email wrong, it needs to be a lowercase j. And let's say he's actually a sales manager. And click Save Changes, and here you can see that the changes are saved. Next, I'd like to show you the earnings page. Here, we are able to set a number of months to which we would like to enter the amount of earnings. So let's say, for the ease of use, 4 months. Let's say for the first month we make $1,000, the next month we make $2,000, and then let's say we make $400, and let's say we had a really good week and we made $14,000. We can press Update Graph, and it will display a linear graph of how much we made. You can even hover over the bullet points and it will tell us exactly how much it is at this position. Now we can also download the PDF. And we will get a report for how much we made. It will show us $1,000 for month 1, $2,000 for month 2, and so on. It will also display a graph just like the website. Also, I'd like to show you the customer support. Here, we had an API which we were paying for, and our free trial, well, we weren't paying for it, we had a free trial, and it expired. But if we had paid for it, we would be able to message any of these developers and let them know of any problem we have. So any of us could be contacted by the user, which would be the auto part repair store's owner. And finally, I will log out. And that is our application. Thank you so much for watching.